What do you say to young men who come to you for advice?
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit. But if you're going to stand around and wait for a handout, nobody's going to ever respect you. And I think that a lot of people have forgotten about how difficult and how competitive it is as a man. We're always in constant competition with each other. And it's your duty as a man to stand up and say, I want to be as important and strong and good-hearted and God-fearing as possible. And I need to work hard to achieve those things. And the dangerous thing about overly emotional men is that they're dangerous. They're genuinely dangerous. This is what's crazy. All these people who talk about toxic masculinity and how bad it is for men to be traditionally masculine. A traditionally masculine man does things he doesn't feel like doing because it is his duty to do them. He charges into the building because it is his duty. Not because he feels like it, because it is his duty. We're now teaching the new generation of men that they don't have duty and they can just act on their feelings and act how they feel, and they don't have to act as a man should. Do you know what happens when you get men who just act how they feel? You get school, you get violence, you get... Men who do not control their emotions are dangerous. If you find a man who is stoic, he's not going to hurt people. He's going to sit and think about his actions very carefully, and he's going to be a good man who protects and provides for his family. You find a man who just acts out on impulse and does whatever he feels like, you're going to find a dangerous man. Sitting here telling men to cry more and act with their feelings and it's okay to feel this way, that way, etc., and have no self-control. That is why we have the problems we have in the world. Absolutely and utterly wrong. So when they talk about toxic masculinity, they have it completely inversed on its head. Completely and utterly wrong. We need to be teaching stoicism. We need to be teaching young men to understand that the world is very, very difficult. It's hard to be a man. You're going to feel bad sometimes. You just suck it up and perform anyway. Not to sit there and cry your eyes out or blame other people.
Tough being a woman too in modern society.
It's certainly tough being a woman, but I'm not a woman, so why would I speak on issues I do not understand? I'm a man.
You can feel an empathy for women.
I feel empathy, certainly, but I do not understand their issues.
What is the most fantastic form of revenge? Success. Success is the ultimate final victory in all things. Don't you want revenge on the people who didn't believe in you? Don't you want revenge on everybody who abandoned you? People who thought you were worth nothing and worthless? Don't you want them to finally feel the sting of regret? Don't you want them to come across your Instagram profile after a few short years, see the life you're living and the man you've become, and to hate themselves? Don't you want your exes begging? Nothing makes me happier than the girls I haven't seen in years popping up again begging for another shot. There's nothing more beautiful than them messaging you, been a while. It certainly has. That's winning. And you can win one way. Success is the only possible route to revenge. And if you go through life without taking revenge on those who wronged you, you're a perpetual perma-victim. You know what's so great about success, gentlemen, and I want you to keep this in mind. Success is the cure-all revenge to everything. You know that ex who really upset you, who broke your heart? She has a new man now and she seems happy. She wouldn't be happy if you got a lot richer. If you got a bunch richer after you broke up, in a better shape and famous. If she saw you and goes, wow, he didn't have a six-pack and arms like that when I was with him. He didn't drive a car like that when I was with him. Look at him now. I really wish I didn't leave him and go with this other guy. I wish I stayed with him. Before you know it, she'd hate her current husband and want you back. Success is the best revenge. It's the best revenge on your boss who used to boss you around. It's the best revenge on all those women who don't reply to you anymore. It's the revenge on everyone. It's the cure-all, the silver bullet. The only thing you have to focus on is winning. If you win everything. You don't have to play all these little games. You don't have to try and get your ex back or upset her or be petty or send her stupid messages. You need to get rich. Then all of the work is done. I automatically win in every scenario because of how successful I am. If I break up with a woman, I win. I win because she will never get another me. Well, let me give you all a life hack. This is a life hack. If you go first, you have an advantage. The entire game of life is basically just finding a way to go first. If you go first, you win. You don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to overthink it. If you got a property all those years ago, you won. If you got into the stock market all those years ago, you won. If you're the first person to go up to a girl in a bar, you stand a better chance. Because if you're the 10th guy, she's a bit tired, a bit annoyed, doesn't want to keep getting pestered when she's trying to talk to her friends, and 9 men have already tried. Who says she hasn't already given her number out 3 times? She doesn't need to give it out a 4th time. You gotta go first. If you get in a street fight, if you hit him first, your chance of winning is monumentally higher than if he hits you first. You gotta swing first. He's in your face. The fight is inevitable. If you swing first, you get to wobble him. You get one free shot. If you let him hit you first, you either have to absorb his shot, block his shot, dodge his shot before you get a chance to even counter. The fight might be over from the first shot. Going first is a monumental advantage in nearly all things. So when you're sitting at home thinking, how do I win? And it doesn't matter in what it is. Doesn't matter if you're trying to outrun somebody in a 100-meter sprint. Doesn't matter if you're trying to make money. Doesn't matter if you're trying to become famous. You've got to be the first one to do it. Go first, you win. So you should be in a permanent state of anxiety, feeling the stress of trying to find the opportunity to go before everybody else. And the common man doesn't do this. The common average man wants to wait for everybody else to go first to make sure it's safe. Let me see what everyone else does. When everyone else went first, they were scared. But now everybody does it, they want to get in. Well, guess what? A lot of the monumental returns, the possibility to be monumentally wealthy off of a meager investment is now gone. Risk and reward are linked. Risk and reward, it's how it goes. Yin and yang, light and dark, up and down. You cannot avoid these things. So you must be permanently pushing to move first, to take action, to do something right away. You're the first one to do it, you see huge rewards. This is a universal law. It's built into the laws of physics, into the cosmos. The way the simulation has been coded when it was written by God himself. A boost for anybody who acts with immediate. But it seems a lot of you don't quite understand this yet. And I think, upon reflection, which I do quite often, the reason you don't believe is because you believe somehow, somewhere, something is out there coming to save you, to make it clear to you that nobody is going to save you. I'm not going to save you. Your family's not going to save you. Luck isn't going to save you. Nothing is going to save you. You're in a barren sea. You're in the middle of the Pacific. There's no ships around. You can swim or you can drown. Now, it's a long swim. It's true. But you better get started, because you can't just float there waiting for some miracle. We've talked about rain dancing and how if you act, if you take action, the universe seems to bend. The code of the simulation seems to change, and then you get lucky. If you begin to swim, perhaps you'll see a boat. But if you stay there, you won't. Why? Because God does not reward quitters, and he doesn't reward the slow. You know, as counterintuitive as this may sound, God does not reward the thinkers. He rewards the action takers. It's the bell curve. The people who instantly take action without thinking do pretty good. A lot of stupid people get very rich by instantly taking action without thinking. Then you have the very smart people who take action and then think about the action they took. They think post-action. I'm going to take an action because I have to be first. Now let me think about what I've done. I've done something. So now let me think about how to make the most of the action I have taken. The people in the middle who are thinking about action only lose because they are never first. Thinking is slow. And they do that because they believe something is coming to save them. Are you rich? No. Do you still struggle to pay your bills? Yes. What has changed? Nothing. So why weren't you taking action back in November or December of last year? It's because you believe was coming to save you. Nobody's coming to save you. I said winning time is going to be fantastic for the winners. It's going to be terrible for the losers. It is now a meritocracy. No more easy mode. No more games. No more sympathy. Everyone's going to be celebrating the winners winning more than ever before. I like that because I'm a winner. You have to make a decision if you're a winner or a loser, because if you're a loser, you're going to hate the next 4 years and moan that you have no money and that it's too hard to go to work and that you have no motivation and you're tired. Guess what?
You're going to lose.
You're going to hate the next 4 years. These next 4 years are for winners who want to win. Losers are going to suffer more than they ever did, because you know what? The garbage is over. Losers are going to suffer more than they've ever suffered, and winners are going to win more than they've ever won. And if you're a winner, you should be excited. If you're a loser, you better change teams quick, because there's no more sympathy for anybody. As a professional, what action have you taken to ensure that your life is fixed? What action have you taken? You as an individual, what have you done? If you delay, if you do not act, if you sit still, you will feel the bitter pain of regret. And you know what? Let me tell you something from the heart. The best way I can get that revenge is success, because success is the best revenge. And the revenge is coming. For the same reason you need to be successful for everyone who didn't believe in you. And one way or another, I'm going to win. Gentlemen, you've wasted this year. You've achieved next to nothing. And it's about time that changed. For the first time in your life, be first. Take action, and perhaps you stand a chance of winning. Do you understand there is a new level of life to unlock? Do you understand that everybody who has ever wronged you is currently laughing at you? If you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like making money, let me say this to you. Everybody who ever wronged you is currently laughing at you because you are not more successful than them. They were right. Everybody is laughing at you. Behind your back, you're a man. Have some dignity. Have some honor. Stand up. Everyone is making fun of you. And the only possible revenge is success. It should be all you think about. It should be all you do. It doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody's coming. No one's going to save you. You need to do it. Yourself. Just you. By yourself. Get up and do it. Otherwise, they're going to be right. You're going to lose your youth. You're going to lose your energy. You're going to lose your chi. You're going to become an old man. You're going to sink into a chair. And you would have lived your entire life as a joke. And if that doesn't motivate you to try, if that will not motivate you to do something simple like press buttons on a keyboard which will affect the money in your bank, then you are born to lose. If you're not out here becoming successful to get revenge on the people who didn't believe on you, you're a perma victim who is nothing but a prey for predators. Are you going to live 70 long years with nobody who ever wrongs you regretting that decision? You're going to be 70 years old, and everybody who ever treated you badly is going to be glad they did, because they're going to think of you as a scumbag. They're going to think, I'm glad I don't talk to him anymore. I'm glad I left that guy. I'm glad I never believed in him. And they're going to be right. And you don't have motivation to go try, so they feel some regret. You want to just be the laughing stock of everybody who's ever interacted with you ever, and you lack motivation somehow? You don't have a six-pack, big arms, a bunch of money, a Lambo. You have none of those things, and all the people who ever said you were a loser were right?
Imagine that.
That's how you're going to live your life as a man? It is go time. It always has been. It always will be. It's perpetual. It's never ending. I believe in you because you're watching me, which means your mind is susceptible to my lessons. And every single person who is tuning in right now, who is taking time out of their day to watch this emergency meeting, I believe has the potential to be extremely important and extremely wealthy.
How I feel doesn't cross my mind. I don't know how else to explain it. There are days where I'm pissed off or sad or happy. It doesn't cross my mind. It's just like I woke up, whatever mood I happen to be in, I have things I need to do. It's a busy day. Zuby's here soon. I need to go training before he gets here. I had a meeting with the bank at 7:15 a.m. I have shit to do. Like, I didn't cross my mind if I was happy, sad, excited. I just had to work.
I don't wake up and go, oh, I'm worried if I might feel sad today. Who cares? Who cares? I can be happy or sad on the same day. Nobody notices, and the same things get done. The exact same amount of work gets done. Nothing changes.
I'm certainly not a person who doesn't feel emotions, because we're all human. I certainly do. But I've never prioritized them in any regard. I haven't built a mental model that affects, I haven't put them in the middle of my mental model and then affected my actions based on how I feel for each one.
Most people see people with things they want, and they don't do the second half. They don't try and work out how they got that thing. Oh, my man has a Ferrari. Okay. I wish I had a Ferrari. Okay. They don't sit there and go for an hour. How did he get a Ferrari? It doesn't cross that part is the part they don't want to do, right? They just go, oh, he has a Ferrari. Wish I had a Ferrari. And they go back to TV.
You have to be able to hunt in the day and the night. You have to be able to do both. You have to be able to perform when you're happy and sad. You can't only be able to perform when you're happy. You can't only go to the gym when you're motivated. You can't only be a competent person when your life's going well, because when your life's not going well, you're no longer competent. Then you're going to lose to people like me. And it's player versus player. If you're the kind of person who can only do well when you're happy and you're competing against someone like me who can do well all the fucking time, guess what? You lose.
Lazy people never get anywhere in life, doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter if it's tennis or money. If you're lazy, you're never going to get there.